When you're talking about wellness, it's everything that's got to do with the human body. We have the answer for everything.
Yeah, exactly.
And I have to give my 200%. So how we can make sure that they can be more healthier, how we can make sure that we can do all the services that we provide over here, including yoga, TRX, Pilates, all the classes.
So when they come here on board and they see BAM Fitness Center, BAM Kabir Tawanda, they're like, oh my gosh, opportunity.
Even if I pass by somewhere and if I don't greet any massage therapist, they will be sad.
They already judge him saying, okay, our physique looks amazing. I want to be like this. So he knows what he's doing, because you don't want someone to be like, but why aren't you implying what you're doing?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I went and I crossed over and I did Amsterdam. Woo! That was fun.
I've been to the same place in Amsterdam. I 100% agree.
Like Amsterdam is a must. It's a must.
I think it's a street. I don't think it's a one place. I think it's a street. Dobar dan i dobrodošli na kanal Promeni svoj život za stranicom Rad na brodu. Danas imamo zadovoljstvo da pričamo sa mojim fitness timom Tawanda all the way from Zimbabwe, and we have Kabir from India. Hi guys, how are you doing?
All good.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. I said from India and from Zimbabwe. Perfect. What do you do on board? Tell us.
So I am a personal trainer on board. This is my second contract. We teach, we meet new people, we teach classes over here, we conduct some exclusive seminars on board regarding overall health, and we educate the guests that how important it is to take care of our health and how exactly it is important to live the lifestyle as well as be healthier at the same time.
So you educate the people. It's more about wellness and well-being and lifestyle of wellness rather than just personal training, right?
Definitely. Yeah.
And how about you, Tawanda? What do you do on board?
The one and only personal training. So basically what I do on board, right? Pretty much Kabir, my partner, he summed it up. We do different classes, yoga, Pilates, TRX hits, indoor cycling. So we basically, as Kabir said, take care of people, concentrate on their health, get to achieve their goals, deal with inflammation, weight gain, weight loss, just basically anything that's got to do with the human body.
So we need to mention that depending on the size of the vessel,
Yes.
It depends, it varies the numbers of the fitness instructors. So we have some vessels across the company wide that has either one fitness, two fitness like here, or even three fitnesses on our mega vessels as well. Currently on board Norwegian Encore, we have two amazing fitness trainers that I had the pleasure to work, especially fitness is my beginning. So I started as a fitness trainer as well. So fitness was always my near and dear modality on board the cruise ships. So you work connected with a spa facility, right?
Yes, we connect. The spa manager is our manager.
Which is me, right? At this point, it's still me. How you said this is your second contract?
This is my second contract.
How about you, Tawanda?
This is my third contract.
Third contract, amazing.
Loving it.
So you started from the first ship was Prima.
Yes, it was. Yes,
So
it was.
quick side note, Prima is one of the newest ships that we have currently on Norwegian Cruise Line. We work for the Norwegian Cruise Line, but we have fitness instructors on all other major cruise lines. We employ for Royal Caribbean, Princess, Disney, and Norwegian Cruise Lines, as I said, Holland America, Celebrity, Carnival.
Yeah.
So pretty much everywhere. So this is why it's important that we have an amazing fitness staff, because we have around 200 ships that employs fitness instructors. So how was your experience on Prima? Because you, if I'm not mistaken, you opened that ship.
Yes,
Opening a ship means that you get to experience firsthand a brand new ship and brand new itinerary at that time, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
How was that experience for
So
you?
it was really exciting, a bit scary to be honest with you from the beginning, because it's a lot of pressure. But yes, I did have the experience of working on the Prima, and straight after that on my second contract, also had the pleasure of also working on the Viva. So imagine that, that's two brand new ships in a row. Yeah, and then now on my third contract, I've had the experience of working on even the bigger vessel. That's the Encore.
Encore, amazing, very, very inspiring. Before there is, maybe you don't notice because these fine gentlemen look amazing, but there is a bit of age gap in between two of you.
Yes, there is.
You
Yes,
said
there
it.
is.
Yes, there is. Yeah, he's like a child that I never wanted.
Yes, there is. So I'm actually 42, born on the 3rd of October 1982. So as said, you know when you're in the health, yeah, and you basically take care of yourself, maturity also has really helped me in a big goal, especially to leading to where I'm at right now. So this really shows you guys that if you take care of yourself, these are the results.
Amazing. So you can always stay fit and handsome as David. As Tavanda, I will cut. As Tavanda. I merged both of you in the same name. David. Tavanda and Kabir. This is your power couple now. How old are you, Kabir?
So I am right now currently 20 years old. I started this job when I was like 18. And like this was as soon as I finished my college, I finished my certification from London Wellness Academy. I went right to Norwegian Getaway. That was my first ship. So I'm a little bit used to going to the big ships, but that was the best itinerary I've ever done. Half Europe. I think I saw like 45% of the world that I really wanted to be here for. I wanted to explore. So yeah, I started from Norwegian Getaway, and right now I'm 20. So I always wanted to come to Alaska. As soon as they gave me this opportunity, I grabbed it.
You took it,
Definitely.
especially because you have the privilege of working with another manager from Serbia, Marco.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Marco as well. Marco was currently your manager, was manager at that time, also fitness background, and Marco is currently a sales and revenue for the company as well. Not just the fitness, he is a fleet-wide sales and revenue, covering all the modalities. So Marco is definitely the person that we're gonna do interview with him when I get him in Serbia.
Yeah.
But to piggyback on that, when we talk about overall education, so you both of you did the background in personal trainings at home.
Yes.
So would you like to share a little bit about your background from home?
Okay, so for me personally, right, I always used to work land-based. Okay, got my sports fitness and exercise ITech international accredited diploma.
Amazing.
Yeah. And I've also got a certified CrossFit instructor. So at least I get to bring that out when I do one-on-one personal training.
So that's your selling point.
Yeah.
Which is amazing, of course.
Yeah, no, it is. It really is. Because you'll be so surprised on basically what we do, even with the London Wellness. We incorporate that with the experience that we also have, and basically sum and bring everything out together, and it works perfectly.
Amazing. This is why you are on third contract, literally thriving and succeeding with the company. How about you, Kabir?
So I finished my college. I did my personal training certification in the between because I was working out since I was like 14 years old. I always like to do like anything you name it. There is nothing that I see and I don't do it. I have to do it. So I always have this passion. I studied pharmaceutical, and so that's the reason, because of my speaking skills are way more better because of that. Because of the assignments and everything that we used to do. So I've studied pharmaceutical, I've done DNA based nutrition. I can literally draw your blood and tell you what type of nutrient deficiencies you are creating, and I can help you to make a nutrition plan out of it.
Because the nutrition plan is something that we also offer on board the cruise ships, not just the personal training session classes. We approach it, as we said, the pyramid of success. We cover exercise, we cover nutrition, and the major part of it that most people don't know is detoxification process, which is a complete circle on the overall wellness and well-being. So definitely that is your selling point when we talk about expertise that you bring from home and that you were able to apply here on board. So nutrition, personal training session, we do cover something that is called posture checks as well, which is important, the anatomy of the whole body. So as we said, it's an overall wellness approach to well-being and actual health to the people. When we think about cruises, we usually think, oh, I'm on a vacation, I'm not gonna exercise. Do you get the people that actually exercise in the gym?
Yeah, so
Yeah, you said it like our gym is not packed every day. Gym is packed.
yeah, so what I love especially about the cruise ships, right, is that as much as we look at it that people are on vacation, it's a very small space that we're in, if that makes any sense. So literally when people come into the gym, the first thing they do is look at us and go, oh my gosh, you're personal trainers. And a string of questions come straight after that, because life throws a lot of different things to people. Work, family, husbands, wives, the list goes on. So subconsciously they want to do it, but they just don't have the know about and the time, and they don't know where to go. So when they come here on board and they see bam, fitness center, bam, Kabir Tawanda, they're like, oh my gosh, opportunity. And
Exactly.
you'll be so surprised on the amount of people that actually we work with. And as soon as they meet us, they go back home, ear to ear smiles, and everything is going great. So as you said, we're talking about the nutrition, we're talking about knowing to be able to do exercises back home that we incorporate too. So we've got exercise plans that we do where you can literally incorporate them at home, or if you have an opportunity to get to a fitness center. And most importantly, the detoxification part, where basically all two of those things, the exercise, nutrition of absorption, when your body is basically in the right balance.
When applied properly, you provide them actually the most important part, because I know from my background, you provide the Vita education as well. Educational part is very, very important, because we live in the wellness world. Everybody wants to look good and everybody wants to feel good. So, and sometimes there is so much information around that you don't know which information is correct. But luckily, being able to provide the knowledge and the service that you're pulling from the background that you have, and after the London Wellness Academy, being able to upscale your education and lift it to another level, you're definitely able to present and deliver that to our guests, where they feel inspired and motivated to continue on their fitness journey at home. You, if I'm not mistaken, per cruise, we have on this current vessel, we have 4,000 guests.
More than 4,000.
More than 4,000. And even a smaller percentage that sees you, they usually feel as inspired. I know that because I get the feedback from the guests. So I can definitely say that what you do on board the cruise ship is very, very important. Even with that small percentage, I know because it's only 2 of you on 4,000 guests, you don't get to influence all of them, but small percentage that you do, it's very important. When we talk about being a fitness on land compared to the fitness on board the cruise ship, of course it differentiates on a certain level. What would you say is the biggest difference when we compare on board and on land for you, Kabir?
So basically, working on land as a personal trainer, first of all, you have specific amount of clients and you have to like be with them for a specific amount of time and everything. But over here, what I've seen that every 7 day, like the itinerary that we have, we are getting new people. So we can see like if I train one person, he will definitely be excited for a month, but after that he knows that he has to go through that same thing that we are doing. But over here, when the new people comes in with the another level of excitement, because on the cruise ship I have seen that 50% of people, their mentality is to eat and drink and party, but only that rest 10%, those who are here, they have to change their lifestyle. So they are like, so I don't want to be like them. That's why their motivation goes way too high. And I've seen so many people like they change their lifestyle when they're on their cruise ship, and then once they go home, they continue that.
So for me, answering that question, don't get me wrong, land-based is pretty cool, but I love it more on the cruises. Why? You get to meet more people. I mean, do the maths like this. I do a 9-month contract. The itinerary that we're doing is every 7 days. We're getting a whole batch of completely brand new people. So everything we're doing in that 7 days is at such an accelerated rate, and information that they get, that they actually get to know and get to be informed more and the know about on how to be able to take care of themselves. So the cruise lines is the most amazing experience. I mean, 9 months times by 7 and a whole different amount of people. Like literally even the people that come to us besides our seminars, I mean, the gym is packed most of the time. You get to talk to different people. And I always say this, the fact that you're wearing black and you've got the personal training on you, it's immediate. Kabir, what are we doing? Tawanda, what are we doing? What's this? Where am I going wrong? And it's the most amazing feel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely, without a
100%.
doubt. So comparison, cruise
It's
line is
better
the
on a
best.
cruise.
Way better. I don't see it any better.
That is one of course, there is a benefit of
Definitely.
seeing so many guests that you get to inspire. What are other benefits of working on a cruise ship?
Like if we talk about financially,
Mm-hmm.
then definitely tax-free salary is what we get. So there is no state that we are paying tax to, and
Because our company is registered overseas,
Yeah.
and you are based on, depending on your own country. But pretty much when it comes to the salary,
yeah. So that's the biggest part, and the biggest the reason that I'm here for is definitely for that, and at the same time exploring the world. So like it really sounds impossible if you would have told me 10 years ago about this, but
when you were just 5 years old.
definitely. So yeah, even at that time, but definitely this is something that keeps you motivated as well. At the same time, you are seeing the world, so you're not losing anything. You are gaining knowledge definitely about different cultures, different countries. There are so many different states that I didn't even know about when I came here. When I saw it in the itinerary, that's when I want to know. So
This is your geography
Geography,
study.
that's it.
This is very nice way to learn geography by actually physically being able to visit the country.
So there are so many things that I've so many places, new places that I've visited that I've never even heard of. So that's definitely one thing. And financially, as I mentioned, the salary is definitely a cherry on top of the cake here.
Luckily, you were so young. I mean, you are only 20, so it's good to see that you, from the beginning of your mature age, you get to experience so much more and start growing as a person, because you were exposed to so many cultures here. You were exposed to working as a team member, to working even as a pair, but we in the spa, it's 35 of us.
It's the whole team.
So it's the whole team. He was like, it's the whole team.
It's the family. So yeah, even if I pass by somewhere and if I don't greet any massage therapist, they will be sad. They're like, why are you ignoring me?
Why are you not greeting me, Kabir?
So it's definitely a teamwork that we do, because sometimes definitely when it comes to our work, if we don't get enough volume, so they are the one who cross promote
Who can
us to us.
support
So
you.
that is definitely a plus point. Like from the massage, if because we are only two and we cannot reach 4,000 of them, so definitely the spa gets a little bit of more volume than ours. And the spa, the therapists that we have, they like to talk, they like to make some conversation with them. Even we do definitely, but if you're doing a massage, then even the guest is like a little bit free on that particular side. Like, yeah, I'm dealing with this pain, that pain. So whenever he starts dealing with whenever he starts getting free and he starts telling with the problems he is dealing with, so that's when massage therapist says that, you know what, why don't you meet Tawan, or why don't you meet Kabir? He can help you to fix with your inflammation level, your pain, or XYZ, excess weight, fluid retention, cellulite, anything in terms of the health or pain. Definitely we are here for
Yeah,
them.
so many conditions that can be addressed because of the way that we are living our lifestyle. I'm sure Tawanda is the same as me. I'm so jealous that you started at 20s. Even I started at 25, which is still good because of the faculties and everything. But I would prefer that I started much earlier, even in 20s. I'm sure you agree with that.
Yeah, no, definitely. I definitely agree with it. But as I said, there's always a timing for everything, and it's the right timing. So true, it is a serious advantage, because another thing that, especially when you're on board, you get to meet different nationalities. Like basically, Kabir's from India. So I get to understand the culture of India, how they go about doing that, right? And the girls too, the massage therapists, we talk with each other on a day-to-day basis, because what people don't understand is that once you walk into the spa, into the fitness area, just basically the spa, you're coming into wellness.
Exactly.
So when you're talking about wellness, it's everything that's got to do with the human body. We have the answer for everything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
We
this
have
is
the
true.
answer for everything.
Because it's the wellness,
Yeah.
overall health. Sometimes people don't understand how you manage spa center, but then fitness is there. What is the connection of fitness and spa center? There is a great connection.
It works hand in hand. It works hand in hand. Because we could just have a conversation and you tell me about pain, and I'm sending you to pain management. We're talking about tightness of muscles. That's already a feature or showing you that there's poor circulation. That's the massage therapist.
Exactly.
As Kabir highlighted out, when you're talking about weight, that's inflammation, and that's the word everybody gets tossed around, but they don't know how to deal with it. You come and you see us. So we're dealing with so many things, and there's nothing that we cannot fix when it comes to your body.
Yeah, exactly. Just if we switch our mindset and change the approach to wellness as well, which again, it's a great educational part of this job as well. Especially, we touched bases a little bit about seminars. This is a great opportunity to reach the guest. Of course, me especially in the beginning, I was a little bit comprehensive when it comes to the public speaking. How was your experience when it comes to the public speaking in the beginning?
So,
Because you seem like more extroverted person. Both of you seem much more extroverted than me in the beginning. Or then I created this persona that is extroverted, but you can answer that question.
But definitely, when it comes to extrovert, it's because of the time that I have given to this specific things and this specific work. That's why. Remember, when I came here, I was 18. I was like just straight out from my college, you can say. And I was working alongside with another fitness instructor over there. She was from Australia. I always used to run from the seminar because I was so...
You didn't want to face
I didn't want
the
to
issue.
face
You wanted
that.
to.
And literally my manager told me, you know what, Kabir, you have to face it. So what I have seen over here is that they, like the team members that we have, including managers, assistant managers, they help you a lot. There is not like that you come here and you are like alone. No.
There is a
They
support.
help you. There is a support, but they help you. They help you in a way, like in many ways you cannot even ask for it. So I never knew that outside from my house there are more people who is here to help me actually, who cares about it. So as a team, whatever we do is like my manager told me, just go there and just speak. And that seminar definitely was a successful one for me. And the best thing that I see now about seminar in myself, because I basically record myself whenever I do the seminar, is the confidence has changed a lot. Yeah, and the speaking and the people, those who come to the seminar, they listen to me, they want to learn more about it. So definitely that's what I have seen, a drastic change, but I'm hoping that there is always a room to improve. So in the upcoming years, definitely the seminars, my seminar will be the one that people are going to cruise for. So that's what I'm hoping for.
That's amazing. That's amazing. How was your first thing?
So my first time, like every single time I've had a contract, it's always been an amazing experience. So I really jar up and I keep the memory. So I had the privilege of opening the Prima, and I was the only personal trainer on board for a solid month. So Michaela, shout out to Michaela, my first experience, she literally was like, Tawana, you're doing the seminar. And I was like, no, I'm not doing it. She's like, you're doing the seminar. And I'm like, are you going to be there? And she's like, Tawana, you're doing the seminar. So I literally had guests. I'm standing there. It's my first experience. It went well. It went really, really well. And I was actually surprised because now this is a crowd of people. They don't know you. You don't know them. But you're literally presenting yourself to them.
Exactly.
And that's the most important part that actually made me gain the experience now that I have. And ever since then, it's amazing because we speak and meet people every single day of our lives. From the time we literally wake up in the morning, walk into the fitness center, we're just talking. So our confidence level is out of this world.
Over the roof, yeah.
Like literally, if you put me in the middle of the planet and the earth, I'll speak to the whole entire world.
Yeah, even for me.
That's the confidence that's there.
When I was a fitness instructor, I loved having more people rather than a certain amount. I still present, but sometimes when you have a lot of people in front of you, you can feed from the energy as well, and you can see the excitement in the people's eyes as well. I mean, definitely public speaking is a skill that needs to be honed, you understand, needs to be practiced over the course of time, but to be able to practice it, you need to start doing it, right? But to be able to start doing it, you need to get uncomfortable to get comfortable, right?
True.
Stepping out of the comfort zone. I want to go back into the beginning of your training. We all did trainings in London Wellness Academy. I did my own in London. Where did you do your did in India, if I'm not mistaken?
In India, Hyderabad.
Because we have the training facility in India, and Tawanda, you did.
I did it in South Africa.
South
Cape
Africa,
Town.
in Cape Town.
Yeah.
So
I did in Cape Town.
that's amazing. We did it from all, let's say, different locations, but pretty much everything is the same. We are on the same page. How was your experience when it comes to the London Wellness Training Academy. For me, I did 3.5 weeks until I was placed on the ship. How long was your first time?
My first time was 21 days, but that was the longest.
21 days, that is...
21 days.
But that's 3 weeks.
Yeah. That was the longest, but 3 weeks felt like 3 months. Like, it was so much information because what I loved about it, it basically molded us to where we are right now. And when I say molded us, we start our day early in the morning.
Yeah, same.
We have our meal times. We come back to work. We end our day. So basically everything we learned in that 3 weeks, 21 days is everything that we're now implying and doing exactly the same right here on board.
What I would separate from that is how disciplined we need to be to able to achieve. I'm sure in India was the same routine. Like I would like to joke about that, like a little bit, like a little soldiers. But you need to have a discipline to be able to succeed on cruise ships and in life in general. Discipline would be one of the main skills that you need as a person if you want to succeed in life.
Definitely. So, talking about my experience when it comes to training, I was definitely the same 3 weeks, 21 days. We were in Hyderabad, India. So, one of the South African trainer was there to train us. Talking about discipline, I never used to wake up at that specific time.
Yeah, I can feel a person like you are. Like I know you now for 2 months.
Now I never used to wake up because
now you still don't wake up.
I do. So as soon as we went on the training, I was like, why are they doing this? Like 7 a.m. you have to reach there 7 a.m. dot. And then you are doing classes, you are learning seminars, this and that. So it was fun. Basically, the Indians, those who are there with me, my colleagues, those who are still on different companies, different cruise lines, we all were like getting teamed up, learning each other, like seminars. We were talking about that, what we should say, this, that, and etc. But the only thing that used to pull me back is that why are we waking up at 7 and why are we reaching there at 7? But then once I came back to the ship, so I got used to.
So nobody told you that actually you start work from 7.
So I had no idea about that.
Maybe they just need to tell you you start at 7.
As soon as I came here, I was like, okay, now I understood why. But definitely waking up in the early now is one of my things that I cannot be without. Like even if I am back home or even if I get my time off, still I am waking up early. So now it's in my veins, it's in my blood. But definitely, training was really a good time.
You mentioned time off, so you get time off when I'm in the mood, right?
So
joking.
basically, yeah, when if you want me to explain about time off, we get like I think if it's for an example, if it's a 7-day cruise, you get 2 half days, like from morning 7 a.m. and you have to start at 2:30, and if it's a boat drill then 3:30, depends. Or you can either get 1 full day off like that in a 7-day cruises because now I'm so used to doing it. So that's how you get time off.
And then you get embarkation morning as well, which is your third half day off as well.
Definitely. And if in case like if you hit targets or anything like that, then definitely you also get your incentives. So you can definitely work your way like accordingly, like how smart you are in working like that, and then definitely you can get your time back, or if you work somewhere extra you also get your time back. So it's very flexible.
So you pretty much you get to enjoy every port or almost every port.
If you're smart enough, if you can do everything in 48 hours, then definitely.
Tawanda, can you do everything in 48 hours?
That's a bit tricky. It's a bit tricky. But even on that same note, especially on the time management, we get really busy. That's the honest truth. And there's so many times we've actually said it to ourselves, where we actually say to ourselves, do we really need the time off? We are so busy.
But because we keep it in compliance.
Yes, we have to keep it in compliance. So whether it's a full day, whether it's a half day, you kind of start, as Kabir said, you have to work really smart and figure out, okay, which are the busy days? Because obviously when we dock and there's certain ports, guests are gonna get off. And they also, besides wanting to get healthy, deal with us, they also want to enjoy their vacation. So you have times of docking, times we start sailing. So we basically work around that. So we get the time to do what we need to do. So as Kabir said, sum it up, you just have to work really smart. And trust me, within days, you would have figured it out.
You're gonna figure it out.
You would have figured it out.
I want to touch bases, the difference between a C day and a port day when it comes to the fitness. So, Tawanda, you can explain what a fitness instructor like you does on a C day.
Okay, so C days are the most busiest days because this is when guests now get the opportunity to view and see the ship. And trust me, they always come to the fitness center without a doubt.
Even just to see.
Even just to see. So they're literally coming for classes, even if it's just to pop in. By the time you know it, you're sitting in a consultation with us. We're dealing with your health.
Exactly.
So yeah, sea days are the most busiest. Port days, it depends because you get a lot of cruisers and guests that have been to the same port and they're frequent cruisers. And don't get it wrong, it doesn't mean we've dropped it's a port day, that there's no one coming to the fitness center, be it classes, be it for any one of our seminars, which we also conduct throughout the whole entire cruise. Because we literally cater for every single person. And at least one day out of this, let's say for example, 7-day cruise, they're going to be popping by. So it's a continuous game. It's a continuous game. So we're always up on our game. Yeah. So sea days, port days, we try and treat it the same because we have people coming in and out. But comparison, sea days are the most busiest and most hectic
and
days.
then if you treat your port days like a C day as well, this is what makes you successful as well. What differentiates the successful business owner. You are running your business on board as a fitness personal trainer. When we talk about business and success and what successful business person is, I want to pinpoint how important is that you are driven, motivated, that you are able to get out of the bed in the morning, come to that morning class at 7 a.m., especially for the fitness modality on board the cruise ship. It's important everywhere, but what differentiates successful person is that drive and ability to add that into their business, work ethic and everything. Would you agree with me?
Definitely, without a doubt, because we're running our own business. And when I say running our own business, we're managing our classes, we're managing our clients, we're managing everything that's got to do with it. So what people don't realize is that it's a lot of managing your business, classes,
time management,
which is really important. And then you start to figure it out, especially on the money part, because you have to be smart. You have to be smart. You need to know about how to go about doing it. Timing is very important because you don't have time. And also the guests don't have time, but they have time. So if you have an 8 o'clock appointment in the morning, you have an 8 o'clock appointment. So people will be so surprised, although people are on vacation, they wake up really early. So for example, our morning stretch starts at 7 o'clock, but we're here by 7:45, because we have to prepare the room. We have to engage our guests, So everything is just a lot of time management and running your own business.
And adding your own personal flair to it. So I've worked over my career and I was a personal trainer on board a cruise ship. So I can see why two of you are so successful, because you were able to motivate there is no need for me, for example, to pull you out of bed, which nobody should do because you are all grown-ups. You are getting there, but this is why you are so successful, which is very important in a fitness field. As I keep mentioning fitness field because it's a fitness topic, but in general in life as well. What motivates you on a daily basis to be successful?
What exactly motivates me is that I like to actually I see people when they are actually getting happier. I see people are investing their time, their health, their everything, and they're coming to see me. As Tawanda mentioned that on a cruise, if you're on a cruise, what will you think of is just sleep on it and everything like that. But people coming to see you at 7 a.m. with that type of motivation, because for us it's our job, we have to. But them, where they have 50, 20 different options available, but still they come to see us. And if we have an appointment, they come right on time, they wait, sometimes they come 15 minutes before, just because they want to see us. So that trust and that motivation that I see in their eyes is why I really want to be successful, because I feel like that if they trust me that much, then I have to give my 200%. So how we can make sure that they can be more healthier, how we can make sure that we can do all the services that we provide over here, including yoga, TRX, Pilates, all the classes that they're here for. Make sure that once they leave the ship, once they go home, they will remember my name.
Yeah.
So just because
Which
of
is
that,
Kabir, just to mention it again.
no. Like the fitness team, definitely, because we all the classes that we do stays like, you know, we split it depending upon how
busy,
it is, definitely, yeah. So 7 a.m., 8, 9, 10 in the morning, if it's a C day, we definitely are conducting classes back to back depending upon alternate vice versa. And then we conduct the seminars. So yeah. And when people at the same time, what exactly motivates me to wake up from my bed every morning is the seminar, because definitely there are 4,000 guests, out of which 45, 60, sometimes 100, 80, 120 people are coming to just see us and listen to us. So that is also one of the biggest, definitely the motivation that gets us, because if they are motivated to just come and see me where they have bars and everything available, so definitely this is our main goal, to go there, speak about it, give all the knowledge that we have and motivate them, educate them, so that they know what do they have to do once they go back home.
Yeah, because people, they took their time from their vacation to come and listen what you have to say. So Tawanda, when we are on topic on motivation, what does motivate you on a daily basis?
So for me, literally, I remember when I signed my contract, I'm like one of the few guys that when I literally signed that dotted line, I was like, when do I start? You know what I mean? Like, I was so excited. Definitely energy. Like, I feed off energy. And when you're a personal trainer, right, they're looking up to you. There's no time for slouching. It's always energy, happiness, excitement. And you'll be so surprised that even when you're not talking to a person one-on-one, these guys, as long as they walk into the fitness center, they're watching us on an every day-to-day basis. Whether we're training other people or we're personally training by ourselves, because we do workouts, because you obviously have to be in great shape. And that's a mistake that a lot of personal trainers make. Because when they see you personal training and getting your advice, they
trust you
up and down, you know? And there's that 5-second rule that by the time, even before you open your mouth, they're already judging, saying, okay, our physique looks amazing. I want to be like this. So he knows what he's doing, because you don't want someone to be like, but why aren't you implying what you're doing?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
So it's a vibe. It's the energy. And trust me, if you give them that energy, they throw it right back.
They're gonna give you back.
So that gives me that inspiration on an every day-to-day basis to literally do what I do and repeat the cycle all over again. 9 months goes just like that. And usually on my contracts, right, I always extend because I'm having so much fun. And it's literally like, oh, shucks, contract's over. Time flies by so fast when you're having fun, doing what you love doing, getting that response, and an added bonus, getting a fat stack of money.
Exactly. Well, on the topic of fat stack of money, we know, I mean, pretty much it depends how motivated you are, how much you invest yourself into your business, into what you're doing on board, because you can make money. You can make a lot of money on board a cruise ship because there is no expenses like utilities, food, and you get to travel around the world. I know, Tawanda, you have family back at home.
Yes, I do.
Are you, and I know that you have 3 children.
Yes, I do.
Are you satisfied that you're able, and if you're able, to provide for them at home?
Definitely, without a doubt, because I wouldn't continue repeatedly doing this. And my oldest son is 17, so every time I've got a whole story for them. I've been away from them for 9 months. Although yes, we do have the facility, perfect communication. There is internet on the cruise ships. We get free internet.
Luckily, much better now.
So we voice call, voice notes, video call, and everything on a day-to-day basis. But the physical touch and aspect of it, when you get back home and get to explain to them what I've been going through and my experiences on board. My oldest is literally like, Dad, I want to be like you. I want to be on the cruise ship.
Yeah.
I want to do it. And it really, really has helped me, because I wouldn't continuously repeat doing this, because I get to save money. I get to explore and see the world. I get to do what I love doing. And it's amazing. It's an amazing thing. But definitely my family is well taken care of. There's no complaints whatsoever. And I mean, we're talking US dollars.
We're talking about Benjamin Franklin's, yeah.
It's an international currency.
Yeah, I know pretty much the situation in Zimbabwe, India, Serbia.
Something else.
Being a personal trainer,
Yes.
Yeah.
you need to be either very famous influencer slash personal trainer, which is very hard to get, but I agree that it's more rewarding when it comes to being a personal trainer on board the cruise ships, because you get the save, you run your own business, as we said. How is your experience? I know you don't have baby kids at home, or you maybe have.
No, I'm single, I'm not married as well. So yeah, when it comes to financially, as you all know, sir, when it comes to a specific field like person training, as you just mentioned, either you have to be a celebrity trainer in order to achieve the amount that we are getting over here, or either you want to be like, you're dealing with 1,000 or maybe 100 different clients each and every day, that too, like, foreigner, or maybe some from different country or state, or maybe some very big billionaire or millionaire, something like that. But when it comes to this over here, like basically when you convert this money to your specific money back home, then definitely you feel that it is way too much, and I am definitely satisfied with the revenue that I get out of my work that I do over here each and every day.
Even that I know that you are that successful influencer personal trainer with thousands and thousands subscribers on the YouTube, but it pays out to be on a cruise ship.
Yeah, but the thing is, see, in the end, as I mentioned, that traveling was definitely one of the things that I want to be here for. And yeah, I mean, as much as I can see, that is what my goal is, so that I can say, if someone asks me in the future that what have you done in your life, so
you can say,
I can pull out that I have been to the places which you have never even heard of.
Yeah, exactly. Because you didn't have geography classes in the 5th grade. It's okay. You mentioned on the topic of traveling, what is your favorite port so far, Tavanda?
So for me, it has to be Miami. Miami, yeah.
You're simple, Miami.
Miami,
No Bahamas, no Miami.
Definitely the Caribbean. I loved every place. I remember I went and I crossed over and I did Amsterdam. Woo! That was fun.
I've been to the same place in Amsterdam. I 100% agree.
Like Amsterdam is a must. It's a must.
I think it's a street. I don't think it's a one place. I think it's a street.
You just have to go with 100 euros, and that's it.
When you grow up, you will know.
But it's so fun. Like, I've been to places that I would have never imagined myself going. And to be honest with you, going to places costs a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm earning money, I'm making money, I'm famous as can be, I'm a legend, especially when it comes on board. I get to travel and experience everything else. I mean, I remember the first time on my first contract, when the Prima was doing the crossover and we were going to Iceland. That was an experience on its own, because it started literally snowing out on sea and we were going there. And it was cold, like it was my first experience. I'm like, let's open these doors and whoa, the cold air, like, okay, let's freeze ourselves over ice. You know what I mean? Like, I come from Africa, so we don't get to experience and see these things. So weather, be it a snowflake, a snowball, like, it's an amazing feel. And as I said, I've been to places that I would have never thought in my life I'd actually be.
Okay.
But I've been there. Cheese, selfie.
And you have selfies to prove. You have selfies to prove.
I'm like, this is me. It's not a photo edited.
It's not AI.
But it's been an amazing.
It's very inspiring. It's very inspiring.
It really is. And I won't lie to you. From the time you literally leave home, get on the flight, get here, you will cherish every single minute of it.
Yeah. What's your favorite port when it comes so far?
So basically, as I mentioned, that I have, like, Europe is my favorite. You can say like the whole Europe is my favorite. But
you were both invited to Europe. Okay.
Europe is definitely one of my favorite, because that was the place where I started from. Definitely Rotterdam, Amsterdam, different places. And the favorite port that I've seen, because I came to my second contract now, definitely there are more, but definitely I've not seen all of it. But what I like personally is now Alaska, and specifically
because
Juneau.
of the money.
No.
No, because of the Juneau.
Yeah, because of Juneau and Skagway, definitely these two ports. I never thought that I will miss Alaska, because I come from India and where we don't have too much, like, cold. So for me it was like really irritating that it is way too cold for me. But definitely then I got used to it, and now I'll actually miss it when we
At
are
least your hair doesn't get humid on the,
Definitely.
in Alaska.
That's a very important thing, guys.
Great.
Alaska
Definitely. Yeah, Alaska is beautiful. I got to experience Alaska for the first time this contract as well, and it's very, very stunning. Pretty much stunning when you see all the whiteness and snow and a glacier. Glacier Bay is beautiful.
Wow.
When we talk about beginnings, what would you advise if we have people in all around the world, especially in the Eastern Europe as well, that are skilled personal trainers on land? If somebody at least has a small doubt about starting as a fitness instructor on board a cruise ship, what would you advise them?
So first things first, you have to be disciplined, because these guys are serious, right? They're on vacation, they're on board. Timing is the utmost of importance. So you have to be disciplined, be very respectful, and be clear on communication, because you're dealing with a lot of different nationalities, and be patient, right? So whether you have to repeat yourself 10 more times to let someone understand. I mean, they're about to invest in their health. It's not a quick, oh, here you go, and push away. So a lot of discipline, a lot of respect, a lot of patience. That's definitely one thing that I would give advice out there. But this is the best gig. I mean, guys, where are you gonna meet 1,000+ people every 7 days who are interested and who want to know more about their body and deal with their health? Like, I've been a personal trainer even back home, land-based, and that's why when I got the chance to come on the cruise ships, I went and I jumped straight for it. And it definitely pays. It's definitely a thing that I would let everybody come in, not even try it. Trust me, you only just try it and up and leave. You will literally be like, my contracts are too short. That's how nice of a feel that it is. But yeah, just be very disciplined. I'll say discipline is my highlight, and that's what I would nicely highlight in a nice box and frame it at the same time.
Discipline is the main one from Samantha. What would you advise somebody that is thinking of becoming a personal trainer on board the cruise ships?
So basically, in general, for them I have a different view. But if you are specifically from Eastern Europe, like from where you are from, like European side, what I will suggest that if you have these 4 things, if you are passionate about it, if you have the right certification, and if you know what you exactly have to do, and if you can speak English, you do not have to think about it. You just have to come here. Because 70% of my things that I have learned in this specific job and this specific field is because of the European people. Not to mention definitely my manager Stefan, and shout out to David.
Shout out to David, shout out to Marco. He's not paid for this, okay?
I'm not, definitely, but the only reason, because European people are very calm to deal with. David literally came to the ship. Our fitness supervisors was from Serbia, Slovenia, and they came and literally they taught me everything, just like I used to learn everything in school. So definitely because of them. So as I mentioned, if you know how to speak English, if you have the required certifications that you want, you do not have to think about it, because you are passionate anyways.
There is a support. It's very important to understand that you're surrounded with business-minded people, and there is a base of a supporting system that exists throughout the team and throughout the land-based position. There is literally a position that is in charge of supporting fitness team. What is in future for you, Tawanda?
So,
what are your future plans?
To be honest, I think this is a death do me part. Yeah, it's a death do me part. Like, I really, really love it. And as long as I'm breathing, I'm alive and staying healthy, you're going to be seeing a lot of me. You're definitely going to be seeing a lot of me. Definitely, without a doubt. I see nothing else. Like, seriously. And honestly speaking,
amazing.
I see nothing else.
And I know, if I'm not mistaken, you worked in Dubai as well as
a personal trainer. Yes, I did. I also worked for Virgin Active and Fitness in South Africa, which was an experience on its own. Like, I feel like I'm here at the right time.
Yeah.
Make any sense? I'm here
because you have a great.
Because I've got my background. I've done what I now need to do. Now I'm literally cruising and also doing what I love doing. As Kabir put it, you have to be passionate about it. So I love it, and I don't see anything else for now. Yeah. So even if they gave me an opportunity to be management, I'm like, no. Let me
You're
stay
fine.
where I'm at.
Okay.
I'm fine.
It's an amazing to see.
I'm fine.
What is amazing for me to see is like we have someone like you, great experience, background, mature. Not to say that you are not mature, but we have somebody so skillful, and you are successful. And we have Kabir as well with a little bit less background when it comes to experience, but I'm sure he gets to steal a little bit from you and be able to grow. And both of you are so successful. You are neck to neck when it comes to your success on board to the cruise ships. Yeah. So this is a great thing to see that you can still be successful. Doesn't matter how big is your fitness background. Yeah. Of course, this is an advantage for you because you are more mature and more skillful. This is your selling point, but Kabir is just behind your tail.
Yeah.
So definitely I think we have a word for it. I think it's mindset.
Yeah.
If you have a right mindset, you don't need to think about that, oh my god, I don't have enough experience or anything.
Yeah, you can go straight from the school.
Definitely. Yeah. As I came here, so you literally have decades of gap over here. So you do not have to I think it is decades, right? Yeah. So that's why you do not have
even from me.
Yeah, even for you. So we have to be just if you have a right mindset, you can definitely achieve everything that you're looking forward to.
Yeah, definitely. And teamwork.
Yeah.
And teamwork.
Teamwork, guys, is really, really important. Like me and Kabir literally, we work together, and it's on an every day-to-day basis. Whether we're only apart when he's off, or he's sleeping at night.
Yeah.
So teamwork is very, very important, and communication. Because without that, we're going nowhere.
Yeah.
Being a team player on board a cruise ship, in the spa center, and the fitness team is very, very important. I would like to say from my side, it's been a pleasure finishing a contract with such a successful fitness team. You didn't give me at minimum of headache, not a headache at all. So it's a pleasure meeting both of you and working alongside of both of you, especially because I'm coming from a fitness modality. It's great to see an inspired, motivated personal trainer that is able to deliver and practice what they're preaching. So good job, guys, for that.
Oh, thank you. It's been a pleasure working with you.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been
Thank you so
It's
much.
been a pleasure.
Thank you so much for this interview.
No problem at all.
Perfect. Ljudi, čuli ste, ukoliko ste personalni trener, fitness instruktor i želite da radite na kruzeru, na toj poziciji, čuli ste šta Tavanda i Kabir imaju da kažu, javite nam se u opisu, link u bio, ili nam pišete u DM, tako da možemo da vas uputimo i ovo može biti vaša budućnost. Pozdrav!